Welcome everybody to this, I guess we'll say a multiple sort of blueprint video. So I'm going to start off with the first blueprint for the show, which is the new screw factory blueprint. But I'm also going to go through the last two blueprints I've done and really show you how I put them together anyway. So yeah, first of all, let's go and have a look at the new blueprint. So if you're only after the screw blueprint, it'll be up in the description. I'll put the link up there so you can download it, along with the other two as well, just in case you missed it. So, but yeah, this is it. So this is well, it makes screws. Very simple on the inside, underneath. So we got like two sort of storages. So we're getting 240 from one side and 240 from the other. So you're getting 480 screws in all for 120 iron rods. It is the base. It is the base. It's not the alternative recipe for the screws. It's the base one that we get at the beginning. But this is it. Just 3 constructors per side. So we got full power shards in this to get us 100. Same in this one to get us 100, and then no power shard in this one just to get us 40. And it's rinse and repeat on the other side. We obviously can't get upstairs in the blueprint, so I've actually made these already. What I've done, these are the 3 I did initially, so I've got this one here where I put the screw factory on its own. So as you can see there, we've got for 60 iron rods we get 240 screws. And that's each side. So in other words, 120 iron rods for 480 screws in total. So basically you can put it on a Mark III belt. So yeah, these are our 3 original plates and rods, and we're using all the plates because there's 80 plates out of them plates and rods. To completely run 100% efficiently both of these screw factories. Unfortunately, it uses all the rods, but that's why I'm going to do a little bit of a playthrough, as I'll explain. But we can actually, you see, it's all the same sort of lighting as the rest. I mean, you can choose different lighting, you know, or not. I mean, I know a lot of people, you do need the extra sort of lighting functionality, so some PCs might not be up to that, but I've already got a mid-range one, so yeah, it's a little different as well for the actual splitter and where we put the smart splitter. So yeah, basically once that's full, we'll start to sync all the overflow. And as you know, or you're probably not be aware right now, screws is a big thing in Satisfactory. Very big. Right. So if you're only for the screws, then thanks for watching. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to sort of, I guess, replay everything. So this covers all the base recipes for iron ore, which is rods, plates, and screws, effectively. So they're the main things you need of the iron ore in the beginning stages. So this is usually once you've got coal, you've set up yourself a power plant, which I've obviously done off camera. And this is a way to bring up a proper factory that you can mass produce these. So we're going to utilize these pair of adjacent iron ore nodes. And this is really because we're using all our iron rods for the screws. So we've got 2 there, so I'm going to make another couple. I'm going to drop another couple of the smelters down for the 2 iron ore nodes, and then I'm going to match that with 2 of the rods and plates. Right, so let's get started. So this is just how I would do it. You know, your mileage may vary as such, but yeah, let's do some building. So I'll speed things up a bit, otherwise this video will go on forever. But yeah, let's start the build off. Right, we've got all them down now, so we're just gonna sort of like just tidy up like we've done on the last video for this. I'm gonna try and make this a little different base wise, but you know, it is gonna be a similar vein. I mean, you can drop these straight on the floor, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I just like everything to be very walkable. I like everything to be very space, you know, a lot of space around, and I like all the logistics in a basement type scenario. So yeah, we're gonna go through how I would approach it. Your mileage may differ, so it's up to you guys how you want to do it, but this is just my interpretation, we'll say. And I generally plan by the seat of my pants. I make it up as I go along. Okay, so we got the smelters in. First thing we need to do, obviously, this is the output. And these are the inputs here. So we need to sort out the ins. So let's drop yeah, let's drop a hole here, I think, and then nope, not there. Give a double click of the mouse. Right, put an elevator in place. We need a level 3, obviously. At least 240. These are 270, don't forget. So if you do have a little bit more, it will cope. And let's bang one in this side, and this will give us our input. Right, let's go and do a bit of build out for the basement level. Yeah, that should be enough for now, I think. Let's see if we can get these logistics sorted out now. So I'll put that in there, I think, although it's slightly off center, I think, isn't it? So it's not going to match up, I don't think, or is it? Yeah, actually it might. Let's see. We're going to put a pretty We're coming in here. I'm not 100% sure, so what we'll do, I think, is put it on a bit of an angle and bring it in an angle. So let's bring it in that direction, and then for the one down here, we'll have it pretty much aimed, I think, towards the conveyor hole. Perfect. Right, let's see where we're going to bring this in. So that's where we are. So we're going to come in over here. Let's swap this out for a conveyor hole. So that's the one we want. Dual. Rightio, that should work. Right, let's get the conveyors in. So this is going to be a Mark III conveyor, obviously. So a Mark III conveyor. So it needs to be going into there. Always awkward to see these. It's always awkward to get it light. So I think that's off already. So no matter how you do it, these you know, when they catch this in, it's pretty awkward. So what you can do is you can get it roughly into place and press H. So H holds it there but doesn't place it, so it means you can just level it up like so. And then what you want is to line it up so it's in the middle, which it looks like it's in the mirror, knock it back 2 and place it. And then that should give you pretty much a straight run then. So you get the proper right angle. It's always bring it back 2. Okay, that looks alright. Oh, hello. They can be a bit of a pain in the ass, these guys, for walking in your stuff. There should be a bit more AI involved so they avoid you, but you know, hey ho. You can actually get a mod which actually gets rid of the giraffes, but yeah, I don't mind it. It gives you a little bit of liveliness in it. So let's H again, just make sure that's in a level. Looks it. Right. Now we need to do the same again. So I'll come across here. Get roughly in the place. H. This needs to come back a bit. Right, I think that's it. I think that's it there. So that should be it, I think. Oh, yeah, a bit too long. So let's just get roughly to where it's going to go. I think that looked all right. Yep. I mean, adding this H sort of hold function so you can just line things up, it does make it easier for, especially for those of us with a little OCD. Right. So we've got our input sorted out now. So what we need now is outputs. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We have to delete these because remember because we're doing it on top of a platform. We need to swap them 2 out and get rid of that and put a 2 meter foundation in here. I wonder if we can. No, I was thinking of something else then, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, put a 2 meter foundation in there. And then let's get the conveyor hole back in. Yep. Okay, now same for this. Get rid of all of this. Get rid of these 2 1 meters and put 1 2 meter in there. Right, so the out is done now. So what we need to do is to filter that in into our basement area. So alright, it's going to go out this way, so we'll put in floor holes here, I think, or wall holes on the first one. Yeah, just a reminder, if you press Control before you place something, it allows you to replace it rather than going over the top of it. Right, so let's bang these straight to the floor. Just makes it a little easier. I think that might go a little bit. We'll tick it out a little bit. I think that might go straight down. Let's see, go back to logistics. No, not quite. Just need to go out a little bit more. So let's angle it a bit. That should do there, I think. Look straight. And bang that straight into the connection there. Okay, same for this one. Let's by the way, I don't have many mods up right now. I have got a 1 or 2, but it's mainly for playing the game. I've not got any extra assets or anything like that. And that's why the zoom for me, it's a lot bigger. I've got fly mode working in-game, so that's it, in-game setup, and I am working on no build costs right now. Yeah, that's looking good. So it's a little different this one because I've got the lights connected to on a beam, because I think they actually look a lot nicer. but the beams do pop through the wall a little bit on the other side, but it does make a nice aesthetic. I mean, if you look inside what we've done earlier, we just stuck the lights on the wall, so we don't have this white band coming out. And also we've done it a little higher on this one. But yeah, what we need to do now is to basically do the entrance to this, to put some catwalk crossings up in that, just like we did on this one over here. So we'll be looking just to place something like this on, and then just finish off the build a little. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, looking pretty good now, I think. Very similar, so to the to the others, and it shows when you're putting a factory together, especially on this modular type way of doing it with blueprints, it starts to look pretty, impressive pretty quickly. So what we need to do now is bang our miners down. So I'll go over this again. So basically we put down, it doesn't matter any direction, bang a miner on top in the direction we want that to be, and then delete the foundation what it's on, and then get your barrier out from here, hit control, and it automatically locks onto the front of the miner, and then we can just put a catwalk either side. And then we can line up exactly to these, a foundation, and then so there's the road barrier, which is really handy if you want to, do anything odd, what's not standard. We can line, we just need two foundations. Now the miner will line up perfectly on these. If you remember if you watched the last one, we got these little half foundations. So what we need to do is to put 4 of these half foundations, like so. And then we can delete the rest. Let's just put the miner on there. Now we can delete everything we don't need. So it's basically just the last 2 half foundations we want to keep. We can get rid of these as well, and get rid of 2 of these half size foundations. Now we just need to line up our miner, and the reason I put these half in is we can just line it up exactly on it, and as soon as it's on it, you can hit H again and it will hold. You just make sure it's all lined up perfect. Looks all good inside too, so it's all good stuff. Right, let's build out the other one. Right next to this, we've got some limestone, which you obviously don't want to cover, so I'm not gonna do that, and I will be doing a blueprint on that as well. It's quite straightforward. And I hope you guys, once you get used to the blueprints, you see how useful they can be. And then we can spend... It still takes a long time to think of this game, but you spend most of the time doing this sort of stuff, sort of making it, look good, effectively. Which is what we want to do, innit? We're on the creative side. We don't want to be building the same thing again and again and again. So we're just going to line this up. The other side. Just line that up there like so. Now if we just get... Oh, is it probably just the one to do? Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Looking good. I like a lot of open plan in my builds. And I don't walk these a lot, but I do like to have that walkability, so everywhere's going to be walkable too. And also I like to fill in gaps, like fill that gap there. And there's a little gap right there, These little touches all count. Okay. So I think that's just begging to be concreted over completely. So we'll do that. It just looks like, the landscape is just sort of spilled over on... It looks like the concrete was there first. It is good how the land sort of lies. So, next thing is to connect this this bugger up. So it's gonna, I think, probably come above. Looking at that, it looks near enough. There or thereabouts. We can probably bring it straight across, I think. So it's going to be a Mark III, obviously. I think that will... Yep. Right, so we'll use this first one, I think, for our first miner here, and we'll just put an elevator in there. Again, Mark III. So it can accept 240 per minute. So these take up to 270 a minute. So we can connect that. Oh, what's going on? Oh, hang on. Yeah, wrong way around. Yeah, it's not connected inside, so it's just put it on. It's default from last time, which is internal. So just press R to swap that direction around. Now it should connect. There we go. Right. Yeah, it looks all right. Up and out the way. So let's see what this can go. Go straight on. I wonder if it'll go high enough. Let's see if it'll go high enough. No, not quite. I'm not sure if that's a little off, actually. Is it a little off? It is a little off, that, isn't it? I think if I could just get it to the edge here. Come on, play ball. I think that's as far as I'm going to get it, to be honest. I'm not sure about that, though. I think that's off. That's better, I think. Oh. Wrong way around. Oh, I always forget the rise first. Right. Yeah, I think that looks better. There's a slight incline, I think, but you know, you're never going to get it exact. Not on the miners, because the miners aren't on an exact world grid. So if I can just get this on here, gives that little leg up. It should get it a bit straighter. Yeah, that should work, I think. It's on a bit of an incline, but not too bad. Right, now I think it's not going to be ideal, but if we get it roughly the same, it's not going to be 90 degrees this, because there's too much of a, gets out a bit, but you know, you just have to accept it when it comes down to the miners. I like things straight, but yeah. Right, let's get these up and running. So it's on a normal node, it's a Mark II, so it does need a couple of shards to double it up to get the 240 we need. And then obviously connect a power line from the inside. It's obviously still not live yet because we've not connected the outside power line. Rinse and repeat on a second one. And then a couple of shards again. So take it up to 240. And there we go. Right, so let's see what we've got up here. We got electric cable going up there. So I think I'm not going to use that. I think we could probably use this one. So if I use this to get it over here. Yeah, that looks good. Now I should be able to just take a spur straight off this, which you get it from this sort of central thing. And this is the direct power. So I can't go straight through that because it'll go straight through the building. I do like a bit of realism. I don't like too much clipping if I can avoid it. So let's put it, actually not too bad there. And then across to connect. Alright, that's fired that up. So let's take that across. We'll do the same here, I think. Okay. So this is the iron ore coming. Yep, we got a full belt. There's some gaps, but that's because the belt is 270. And we got 240 going through, so it's what we expect to see. Okay, so need to get some power over here. So let's just take a spur from this one, I think, and put that. Where's that better going? Probably here. Actually, I'll get it in the corner. Okay, I can go straight over there, and let's take another pole and go straight across the other corner and rinse and repeat. And there we go. So that's miner working and that smelter's working. Oh, black smoke coming out of them all, so we're not doing so bad. Let's just clean up a bit of this. So I'm going to take one layer off this, I think, just because of that node for limestone for concrete. Get rid of that one as well, and let's just put 1 meter ramp on. Again, just to make it tidy. That's it. Straight across. Leave the gap at the end. Just need to 1 meter ramp now. 1 meter up corner. Now if I just fill that corner in. It's only a small thing, but it just makes the thing perfect. Yep, we're doing good. All working nicely. All queued up, ready to be spat out. I mean, there's no point putting a sink on these because you may as well get it out to, you know, to your first factory or to your first... I think I might just make this a bridge rather than... This is what I do, you see. I think... I always think about the design all the time, make little changes. You know, and that's the beauty of working with blueprints. You know, you get the blueprints done for the... You know, for the things you do again and again and again, ad nauseum. I'll just change this to concrete, not the shiny concrete. And yeah, so you have blueprints to get the basic stuff done. And then we, you know, decorate the rest. Alright, let's get some more done. Right, so we're all in now. We've got all the blueprints in that we need, and now it's just a case of doing all the tidying up. So, need to get in this these iron ingots, so we can get them into the plates and rods factories. And probably don't want to actually do that there, so let's get rid of that for a start and just increase the flow. Whoops. Go back and do another one. Yeah, that should work. Let's just open up the wall a little bit more. We'll need to get some lights in here too, or extend the lighting in here. Right, so rinse repeat on this. Basically, I think I'm just going to put a stacked splitter in here just between both of these points. So I get 240 ingots coming in and 120 either side. So yeah, that should work, I think. Need to get my lights in. But it's turned out to be a huge area underneath here, but, you know, we've got quite a few birds flying around as well, so we'll probably end up trapping some of them in, I don't know. So if I think about here, it doesn't really matter as long as it's in line with them both. But just for my personal fetishness, I like to get things as central as possible, so let's get the splitter out and see if we can line it up the best and get it look bob on in the middle. So that line tells me I'm in line, hopefully. Looks like I'm in line, yeah. So I'll press H again to hold, and it looks like it just needs to left arrow up a little. I think perhaps another nudge. I think we need to be right on this. That should work, I think. Definitely in line. Right, need to go up another 2. So 1, 2. Right, we're just going into our 120 now, so we only need the Mark II belt, which is 120 items per minute. Right, now we need to feed this out here. So let's just do it once there. And then bring it across. Where is it going to? It's going to over there, so it's not too far actually. So let's get it as straight as we can. Hit H. Right, it wants to go to the end one. So it needs to be a little bit over, a bit more I think. Another 1. Right, that should be it I think. So back 2. Right, that's it. That's coming in. And delete those 2 now. We don't need them. Okay, tucked up out the way, just nice. Oh, I've used... I left it on level 2, so that should be alright, I think. That's better. It's coming in faster now. Why's the gaps there? Okay. I've left Mark II in the middle. These are what happens in Satisfactory. Sometimes you just have to troubleshoot a little bit. Just to find out where the bottleneck is. And it's always usually there's a little belt somewhere which is the wrong size. Right, rinse and repeat on this one. So again, looks like we're on the line there as well. So I think we're about the right spot there. Yep. Right, so this time it's 2 on the belt to the elevators and then back to Mark 3 belt. So let's go out to about here. And then it's got to go right back to our belt. Let's see where we go into here. It'd be really awkward to see sometimes, especially when you're up. I think I'm actually in the wrong location there. Yep. Yeah, I've come too short. It's belted the way, so that's fine. So let's go out a little bit farther. That should work. So we're about here. Again, I've sat on the belt, which is, I think that should be it. So if I H that, right. Yeah, it's too far that. So that's 1, back 2, 1, 2. Right. Nice and fast, this one. No problem with that. They're all coming in. They're all hooked up. Yeah, I've run out of juice for my chainsaw, so I'll have to come back some point and get rid of those extra bushes and cacti and all that sort of stuff. So we just need to fill everything up. Oh, we should be good there. Looks like everything's lined up. Connected underneath, so let's get some juice. So where's my power supply? Power supply is on this side. Where should I put it? Oh, it's on this side. Let's put it right there. Loop one across. Now go one across. Otherwise, the wire clips through the building. I know it's a bit anal, but, you know, that's my preference, not to clip if I don't have to. That's why I don't put walls on these blueprints as well, because the arms have just come through and it just bothers me. You can do clipping on this game, and you can build blueprints a lot tighter than mine if you work on a clipping technique. Right, that's all the lights done for the inside, so just need to put some sort of probably door here. So they don't like that too much. Let me swap that to a wall. Let's put a door. Let's get a center door. Center door, and let's put the door there. Right, now we'll close this wall up. And our corridor's done. Our corridor's all plumbed and all lit. So we don't need to go out there, so what we need is just a door. We'll pick a center one again. There we go. Perfect. She's looking good. Nicely lit up. I mean, these signs are great. Now they made that change into the lighting with the new engine anyway. I hope you guys can use it because it really is a game changer when it comes to lighting. Right, let's see if we can fix up the inside here a bit now. Our logistics layer, our basement. So let's go and get some of this up again. And there we go. Don't need a lot of light in here. I've just put one up in the center. I was going to go all the way around, but yeah, I couldn't be bothered. We're not going to spend a long time in there, so a little light is good enough. Right, let's finish her all off. Yep, get out of my way. And there we are, all lit up, all finished. It's looking really good. Nice. So that's it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed, the time we've had here, and the run through again. And I hope you've enjoyed the blueprints. This is just my way of putting it together. Everybody's mileage may differ, so, enjoy it. That's all I can say. But utilize blueprints because they really are a game changer. They don't need to be huge. And I will continue making some more. We will be, moving into multiple blueprints to build the factories. But yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, everybody.